Good morning to every other person out there who they listen to us and they watch us live on Top CHRICED Radio and Television, where your matter now we own. I welcome you with all joy in my heart to Inside Niger, that our current affairs political program will be so the CARICOM give you to first tell you all of the big things them inside the front pages of the newspapers, after which we'll carry somebody enter the studio. We go pieces all of the big tourists them for you. One of the big things now be saying the Nigeria Immigration Service through the Minister of Interior don't come out now. They make everybody belly sweet with some good promises and good workings inside passports matters. To take note what they talk about, deal with us, make you for know how far. And inside the news too, Osun State with their local government Yigi-Yaga still there. Waiting that they talk about now, waiting be the matter now. You go deal with us after the front pages of newspapers so that we go tell you those ones without to waste time. Right now, no go anywhere, just stand gidigba with us as we bring to you the front pages for inside the newspapers this morning. Sharp. Welcome back to Inside Niger. Without a waste time, the Vanguard newspaper, now the first paper this morning, and the biggest story for there on Rivers State House of Assembly matters. They said the assembly don't resume sitting. Fubara no show, but small tourism still follow that one for inside the front page of papers. We've been talk about this issue of passport. Say issue of passport. What do they do for plenty centers now? They say they don't promote all that one. Now one place now you go feed they do your passport, and this one they happen after 62 years. That hotel now don't come out now. Say different jump body. Just the ginger them, they want them. So may they increase price of petrol by 75 naira. And Ogbonge government now don't they rise fresh alarm. They don't they shout as rivers, Niger, Benue, all of them now don't reach peak level. I think some get to do with plenty water palava matters then. You're going to need to check light time to take note within what they talk about. And still for inside the front page of the Vanguard newspaper, Osun local government Yigi-Yaga, PDP don't they tell the Chief Justice say you need to touchlight some kind judicial igetasibi where they go on for that side. And for the matter of Awujale stool, now they don't they talk say Fusengbowa. Saying now don't the ruling house say na in day now for inside leadership tussle. But to take no all till they talk about, enter inside the Vanguard newspaper of this morning, make you for touchlight waiting the shell there. Moving closely now the Guardian newspaper, and inside the Guardian newspaper, on top say we not get enough. Say on top we not get enough. Doctors now where they tired, waiting for long queue. Now it take they test the care capacity of our public hospitals then. Still now, investors they don't they avoid places where we say politicians they control judiciary. Now waiting Jonathan they yan be that. BOI, you don't come out now, can secure the adaptation funds mandate to take drive Nigeria climate action. That one said they about weather matters. As National Assembly don't withdraw the contract, where we say they take put of say they want to do circular of about 239 trillion naira capital budget rolls enter into 2026. All of that now you go see for inside the Guardian, as one group now don't they shout on top say they do some kind putting hand for what they not supposed to do. They disobey people private data inside Nigeria. Ogbonge government don't bring out terrible loan scheme for retirees then, and the suspense, cutting of mind, confusion na in full as a Fubara been taken to show up after they don't come out emergency rule for inside River State. UBA advice now don't UBA now don't they disburse like 333 billion PAT and the 1.8 trillion naira gross earnings. All those ones them they inside there as Osun PDP don't they ask say made them touchlight the suspicious letters on top local government funds. Just check all of this and more inside the Guardian newspaper of this morning. Now the Nigerian Tribune come follow by to say On River State matter, say supporters gather like fly, enter for Port Harcourt for streets, and so Fubara keep them waiting. Then you can see some of the small tourists them where we say that paper, that news carry follow body for inside the story. Ogbonge government don't end passport production for different centers after 62 years. HID 10 years memorial anniversary and patronal service go happen today, but inside Ikene, Alafin, you get Daniel, Amonson, others them don't come out now. They pay tribute to the late Ogbonge woman. And you can see the big story there say Osun PDP don't ask Federal High Court Chief Judge to torchlight the suspicious letters on Osun local government funds. And they say that they suspect saying one of that letters them backdate am. What if they talk about the two letters, bam, then just stand there. They watch you for inside the front page of Nigerian Tribune. Try, make you for torchlight am, make you know what's in the play there. The Daily Times come to say customs don't seize 5.1 billion naira worth of illegal drugs from India, Canada, and this season happened for Lagos Airport. The big Tori security, how ready are they for flood? State accounts, all balances, all of them now be waiting and go discuss for the National Executive Council NEC meeting. And a woman now don't burn the private part of a small pikin on top accusation of say the pikin now witch. This one now happened for inside this country, but for where exactly check light time inside the Daily Times newspaper. COVID-19 never totally go. Now waiting medical experts they tell Nigerians them and tell them to make everybody shine eye and be careful. EFCC don't drag back before Power Minister Aguloye to court on top accusation of about $6 billion fraud. And the Ogbonge government don't set December 31 as deadline for mining companies to finish anything of community development agreement. Enter there, make you see them. As finally for the front page of the Daily Times, 62 years after Nigeria now don't get centralized passport center, and the target say if you apply for passport now in 1 week, you go get them. This and more inside the Daily Times newspaper of today. The Daily Trust come start by to say Lagos building fire. Survivors, experts, they say na slow response na in Kosam. And come and see the list of the 1,000 people who benefit from Senator Barrow's scholarship program. Just enter for Daily Trust, you go see that one. And the big picture now say the government of they welcome Oga Presido Bola Ahmed Tinubu to Kaduna to take no what go happen there. Siam because now friends of the Presido now carry this big advert. Check them out for inside the Daily Trust. And on the Daily Sun, Governor Mba say Enugu will make 1,000 megawatts from coal. Check out all of the small Tori we follow that big G's. Ogbonge government now don't they want say if they are not careful, flooding a lot of entering anyhow. Now go full for inside the downstream as rivers, Niger, Benue, others don't hit their peak level. Still rivers assembly say they go torchlight Ibas. Article ADC, they tackle Tinubu on top emergency rule. CDHR, they hailed the bringing back to chair of Fubara as Rivers elders. They preach settlement, unity, and make them allow everything to they go well. On top H1, UBA don't post 335 billion naira PAT, 1.608 trillion naira gross earnings. Just check out, make you see what thing they go on there. Osun PDP don't ask Federal High Court Chief Judge to touchlight suspicious letters on top the local government funds case. Passports now go they ready under 24 hours. Now the assurance Ogbonge government they give be that. And on $6 billion fraud, EFCC don't drag back before Power Minister Aguloye to court. Check light all of this and more inside the Daily Sun newspaper. As they pack our kaya come up for inside the front pages of newspaper, the Punch Sports Extra on the dangerous with a lot of sports matter. Biggest story there, renewed hope. No be only for inside Nigeria, it touch everybody. They say renewed hope, lifeline, a small opportunity don't open up again for our Eagles as Bafana face FIFA point deduction or say them bring player will not qualify to come play inside the World Cup qualifiers. Amusa don't dedicate the gold and silver to fans and coaches. Nathaniel, they're very, very happy, and it's just happy for the long-awaited chance for finals. Atalanta boss, they're ready to warmly welcome Lukman. Gala coach say he know they sure of when Osimhen go return. Eagles, the Tigers, they don't drop inside the latest rankings them. Arsenal, they plan to offer £69 million for Sunset. City, don't they think whether made an arrange move for Mino. Saka, Odegaard, inside the race of fitness for the City game. Mourinho don't join Benfica on a 2-year deal. Mati returns as Aruna, the lead ITTF African Championship squad. Joshua go fight inside Nigeria in the year 2026. For you to get the big gist and all of the details of all these things that we don't tell you about, you're going to need to get the Punch Sports Extra newspaper. And let me tell you, say, try to get at least one of these newspapers or any other paper will come out today. Open now. Read even if now one or two stories them where they go on there. Make you forget full gist. Make you know what really they happen and how to go about it. They will come your way again on Monday, 9 o'clock with another beautiful edition of front pages of newspapers. Continue to stay informed, continue to stay educated, entertained, and know waiting they play. For now, will they come back with waiting day for inside the big TORIs, and as a person go day here to pieces everything down for you to understand them. My name na Princess Anyana. No go anywhere.
Area, now your boy original baby J be this, and na CHRICED Radio and TV, where we they follow yarn the matter. As the matter they do you go follow me yarn, myself go follow you talk, go find solution for the matter. And if you want to watch us for this CHRICED Radio and TV, you go follow us for our website, will be www.CHRICED Radio and TV. And you fit still follow me yarn the matter for all our social media platform. Make you remember, say, for CHRICED Radio and TV, your matter now we own.
Yo, my Niger people. Now on a babe Fali Tiger be this. I deal with now on top CHRICED Radio and TV. It is sweet me for belly to come see and hear waiting the pepper una for body. Una go to see they see me for that una area to come talk about waiting the border una for mind. You know, NDL, it gets any mago yarn what I want to talk about. I be how I see this government economy matter for markets. Your babe Fali Tiger ready to hear on her out. Just listen and watch us on www.CHRICEDRadioandTV.com and follow all our social media platforms. Just search CHRICED Radio and TV everywhere. On top CHRICED Radio and TV, on our matter, now we own.
Back to Inside Nigeria on top the station where your matter now we own. As we dey take start time this week, we could let you know, say we don't already they get winners, big winners on top our big win, big vibes, Ember CHRICED TV giveaways them. And if you still the thing saying I play with they play, you just have to enter inside the videos, them, the programs them we don't do, and see people's comments. You need to see, say we don't already pick our winners. So far, 4 people don't win now. You still there, they do yourself. If I were you, I would make sure that I may be the winner today. Because it continue from now, go reach December. For you to qualify, all you got to do, follow us on top all of our social media handles. Subscribe to our pages, our channels, then like us. Comment on all of our comments. And then whenever we throw the questions, be the first person to give the answer. And you can just be the winner. The social media handle now at CHRICED Radio TV. At CHRICED Radio TV. Subscribe, follow us, spread the message, and you will be the person where we say go win our money. For now, make we come back inside the studio. Oga Kolawole Omoni, good morning, sir. So good to see you. Happy Friday, sir. Thank you, sir. So, straight into the matter we dig ground today. Afriland Towers, big building inside Lagos State. For the past 2-3 days, it has been in the news. Say, this building go catch fire. You get, as this building catch fire like that, a lot of things them have gone down. Say the building go catch fire, and then a lot of things them don't happen. Initially, like yesterday, FIRS people them been come out to talk about how they lost, about 4 of their staff. As of today, now the update now be saying even UBA2 don't come out, plus another financial joint body will get their offices inside the building, don't lost 6 staff. So far, 10 people have been confirmed dead, and Tinubu don't send condolence, Peter Obi don't send condolence, Oga Sanwo-Olu don't send condolence, Oga Mudashiru of Asa send condolence. But some of the survivors don't come out now, come they talk, say there was delay. You get say there was delay. Some experts don't say they know they do safety. Most workers don't know safety things. Then whenever it comes to situations like this, especially now where people they move to using solar inverter, because from the talk they say now inverter now go shake way cause this thing. So what will be your general overview on top of this fire incident for inside Lagos? Even as NLC now don't they talk, say there's been a lot of fire outbreak for Lagos. They need to probe it and do something about it.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, and we pray may God rest the soul of the people who don't die as a result of this incident. And to Nigerians, here we are again, because like we dey always talk, it's not what is happening in Lagos right now. We dey always wait make something happen. Sometimes turn deadly like this before we act. And it's because of saying we won't even act, maybe when that is still dey hot, everybody dey chook mouth, they talk about am. Maybe in a few days now, maybe like a week, we'll forget about it. We'll move to next thing. And this is a way of saying, okay, how would you always prepare for emergency in the country? I mean, the entire value chain now, not even about the incident alone, about even, okay, when it has to do with rescue operation. If you have a gigantic building like that, you didn't even foresee that, oh, this kind of thing fit up one day. Waiting will be the measures we are going to take. For instance, people will be jump
Yes, so
from like 2-3 story buildings.
people were jumping.
Some of them
were
cannot afford to do that from the 7th floor, but they manage from the 3rd, the 2nd, the 3rd floor they jump. Do you have a provision of what maybe like a long ladder or something to pick them up or whatever if that kind of situation happen? We see these buildings everywhere we go. As we speak right now,
buildings.
after that incident, any tall building like that have been seen since then. The fire incident will just come and say, oh,
Exactly.
how this kind of situation happen at this particular building. So how they take prepare for it? It is unfortunate, but this is the kind of situation we would always battle. For instance, they will talk about, okay, if you check it, it will be part of negligence, even from waiting the source of this fire in the first place. When they talk, okay, there's no proper cost ventilation for the inverter where they will do. Now, where they will suspect, the last time I say, now where they suspect, say the fire being come out with that. You understand? So if that's not the case, who will be the consultants or the experts will be in charge of that project of that particular solar? Where they go put that thing where ventilation no 2 day and the fire will start from that particular location. Then apart from that, waiting be the measure where they put in place to make sure it's okay, it no 2 day, it no spread. You understand?
Yes.
That one is still not clear. For instance, go and check every organization. Each person in that particular building or company or organization supposed to have orientation of how to even use fire extinguisher.
Do we have
Go and find out in Nigeria how many workers have even use fire extinguisher. How many organizations don't already engage our fire service? Because our fire service, if you go ask an average Nigerian now, what people think say they're supposed to do their responsibility now. Oh, when fire come, oh yeah, fire, make una come quench am. No, it's beyond that. The awareness campaign, the education aspect of their responsibility, how many times are they doing it? I witnessed one in my entire life. At a point, they came to my former office, they called educators. But how often do they do this? Do they have a budget for it to be doing it? Is it that they need to work with private sector? For instance, another particular building, a private building.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Oh, you guys, can they approach them? Can they even make money from it? Like, okay, we want to come and pay your people
Yes, you pay certain
or certain amount. We don't pay attention to some of these things. We only pay attention to, okay, it don't happen, come and quench it, which is later happen. The proactive approach, okay, this thing, oh, don't allow it to happen. We only pay attention to it. If you ask many Nigerians now, they don't even know how to even use fire extinguisher.
Sure.
So if we don't check some of these things to say we have one or two persons who sabi that kind of thing, maybe they must have quench it at that particular source before it escalated. So we need to check some of these things. Unfortunately, we will talk about it now. In the next 2-3 days, we forget about it because there will be no consequence. We should get people that, okay, waiting be your role in this incident. There any negligence? How can they punish the person? Because most of these buildings, they get insurance over them. The owner goes, oh, my property, insurance guys come and do something about it and they fix it back. It won't bring the life of those 10 people back to where for them to come and stay again. So we need to pay more attention on educating Nigerians on waiting will be their own role in quenching this kind of
what should happen in
incident.
emergency situations and everything.
Emergency situation like this, you should be able to manage it. Then beyond that, okay, it happened. The time, how timely is our response? This is always challenge too. In their own case, it's even better because it's an open place. You will get a fire incident at a particular, say they can't even access the place.
Yes, no road or it's
no road, or maybe jam park. They can't access. Sometimes they reach there, they for remember say water no dey enough for them to carry out patients. We dey always get this kind of challenges, and whenever it's deadly, you see this kind of actions here and there. We're supposed to learn lessons from this and make sure that next time it shouldn't be in this way. And we are lost. Do we have existing template of how they're supposed to guide these guys? How many of companies, organizations like action say, okay, you didn't obey, or you disobeyed the rules and regulations that they're supposed to make use of, okay, to make sure say safety is number one priority in that particular organization. We don't get more of this. If it happens, put it to the media, let other people say that, oh, this thing where they're searching this company. Even me too, they do have my organization. Be like saying that God no let them to see you. Or can they be doing the routine check moving from one place to another? At least if you are looking for electricity bill, you see people moving around, oh, you are owing us the money.
Thank you. With their ladder and their vehicle.
To cut your light. So can they also add this kind of responsibility to go around to sanction organizations, to sanction companies, even government organizations
that don't have safety? Right. Okay, we don't get these safety protocols.
Check now. Let them go and do their routine check now. I can't. Maybe 1,000 organization in Nigeria. Hardly will you see 100. I doubt if we can be able to get 100 that will beat up with all the rules and regulations where law don't already prescribe. So we are living in lawlessness situation like this kind of situation will repeat what.
Okay, now, so like you just talk, this thing happen now with a shout about everybody dey for sober mood now. In the next 3-4 days. By next week, who knows if we don't even move on. But what can we do to make sure say we not just move on like that? And for organizations, you still like they talk now. Truly, how many organizations actually know all these fire drills, all this emergency? What can be done going forward to make sure say this education them day? Is it the work people where will go find who to come teach their people, or should the fire people now take it upon themselves to go building to building? At least the CAC, there are no places the way they register to start doing this.
Yes. We employ them and they are using taxpayers' money to pay them to do the job. And they always talk and say, Nigeria, you don't need to everywhere to teach people lessons, to let people sit up. You need to just get scapegoats. When you get scapegoats and you don't
Others will learn.
sit,
For example,
the fire up is not even fine. Okay, oh, this is this is what you need to do. You know that from even the conceptualization, say you want build house, you factor fire. They get approval. Initially, you're supposed to get approval from them. It's okay, oh, you have done the needful. This is how it's supposed to be. They in their own now, based on say they are professionals that they've been, and they go know, okay, oh, in case this way where you put your entrance, you know, go allow person enter to quench this fire. All those things, they go need to check them before they certify. Say this building, it makes sense. Then when the structure is there already, started using it, they still need to come and do routine check. You understand? They still need to come and do routine check. And apart from the routine check, you still make sure, say, okay, this fire way then they talk about, they don't get any reason for them to say, we want to suspend whatever that has to do with this thing, because they don't already put everything in place from the day one. And when the structure is there, they will also need to go ahead to make sure, say, they do the needful, to make sure, say, all the trend, the things. For instance, in some organization right now, before I forget this line of talk, please, the fire extinguisher where they did, now like 10 years service, don't expire.
boy funny at the same time. You know, say like you just talk. So make sure, say you self as an organization, use them as example, learn what you need to learn, and then the powers that be too should do what is necessary. We'll continue to bring you updates as it dey drop and continue to push for say do the needful. But for right now, we'll go quick, go on a very sharp break. When we come back, it's gonna be time for us to tell you how to be a partaker inside the big wins, the big vibes, and the giveaway. Awoof, where they go on for CHRICED Radio and TV. Stay with us. Don't go nowhere.
Hello, my country people of Nigeria. It don't take small where I say you. Maybe now one of the reasons why rumors in the spread say Kebobo don't leave the media space. But you know what? Say no to fake news. Because I never get tired and I know they retire. I just change gears small and make we enjoy ourselves better. Before you don't listen to me and that voice they sweet you, the analysis they tutorial you. Now you go to watch me live on top CHRICED Radio and television, where we go to break down news analysis well for you. On top of newspaper radio, big story where they happen. Inside program what we call Inside Nigeria. You go join our well because we go break down for you, you go reason with us and you go understand the grammar well. What you need to do now to follow us on top www.cricedradiotv.com, or you can follow us on top all our social media platforms. My name is Kolawole Omane. On top CHRICED Radio and television, your matter now we own.
People, now on a babe Fali Tiger be this. I deal with now on top CHRICED Radio and TV. It is sweet me for belly to come see and hear waiting they pepper una for body. Una go to see they see me for that una area to come talk about waiting they bother una for mind. You know, and it get any mago yarn what I want to talk about. I be how una see this government economy matter for market. Your babe Fali Tiger ready to hear una out. Just listen and watch us on www.cricedradiotv.com and follow all our social media platforms. Just search CHRICED Radio and TV everywhere. On top CHRICED Radio and TV, on a matter now we own.
Inside Nigeria is still be the name of the show we on top so and the station where your matter now we own now you still on top. without to waste time. You want to chop our win. You want to chop our win. Stay tuned. Now, Kolawole, thank you. So you still here with us.
Thank you very much.
Osun State branch of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) don't they para now, and they don't call on the Chief Judge of Federal High Court, Justice John Slovo, make it not just you don't look, say make it shiny eye. Torchlight the circumstances which surround the transferring of the case of say they never release local government money of Osun State local governments them say they won't come out now from the Osogbo Federal High Court come to Abuja High Court to take concurrent handle the matter. First of all, then they say makes sense. The matter now Osun in the apple. So why are they bringing it to Abuja? That's not the first one. Now they don't come out now, come they shout say if you get letter will come out, say two different letter, and they say to resolve the matter, Osun Attorney General Oluwole Jimmy Bada come file suit, file a case against the AGF, the CBN, and others. Say may they release the money. Where wahala boss now, two letters where they say come up from the office of the chief judge. They say they don't shift the case from Abuja to Hiram during that holiday period. Now they say one of the letter carry August 21, 2025, with signature of Joshua Ibrahim Aji, where they say a special assistant to the chief judge, and say the transfer they necessary since people then where they defend they in Abuja. Another letter can carry date of September 2, 2025. Carry the signature of somebody with name, no day there, and say now for the special assistance, still on top say that they shift the case. Now they say they are suspecting, say the September 2 letter, they carry and go give Osun lawyer on September 11, more than 1 week after, according to the team, it was signed. So plenty things now don't they go on. You get say, it get as the team be, it get as way no pure. So the PDP of Osun State can say, no, we cannot fold our hand and be looking. Oga Chief Justice, they say, now you danger. Please, torchlight us.
I hope, say, our judiciary go stand tall to make sure, say, they do the needful on top of this matter. And because if they know handle am well, now part of way then the reason say, okay, be like say, then they manipulate our judiciary with this. For instance, then when they talk about that letter saying that the judge where they in China is supposed to write letter by himself, they cannot be writing letter in a proxy letter on his behalf. That one did there. And apart from that, the transfer itself, if you are saying, okay, they instigate this case and the people will want defender, then they are Abuja. What of the person will prosecute? So you expect those ones, the person will prosecute, say because now the big guys, now then they Abuja. So you expect them to be transporting down to Abuja. You understand? I think to them it's still part of okay, the same way that they thought say be like say then they manipulate judiciary with that because it don't be like okay because these people they are big guys and they are in Abuja. It's part of the sacrifice you need to.
As a defendant, for you to go there, go clear your name. Yes.
It's okay. And me to court now. I'm now telling the federal government because my patient is in Osun State, so you guys should bring the case for me.
In Osun State, yeah.
You understand? So they are standing right now. Because the federal high court in Osun State, we get it nationwide in all the states. So if they have started the case in that particular place, if anytime it's part of the sacrifices of say, okay, when I not give these people their money, anytime when the case come up, you supposed to go there. Because bringing it to Abuja, meaning say whenever the case want to come up to, those people in Osun State too, we take it to another flight to come down to Abuja. And by the way, they may still not stop at High Court. When the matter enter appeal court, enter Supreme Court, you still expect them because we don't have Supreme Court in Osun State for them to still be coming down. So you now want to start with from High Court now, they need to be coming down to Abuja. As the big guys are here, you guys, you need to come and tell us why are you prosecuting us? No, say the matter not to be here. So in a situation again, they are now saying, okay, now one hate or more be a friend to hate, that sign a particular letter of transfer or whatever the case may be. I think they need to clear this matter. We've not heard from that of the judge, and we've not heard from the judiciary for us. So we can't easily conclude now to say, okay, maybe the allegation they reasonable or not until when we're from the second party. But whatever the case may be,
The idea of say they want to transfer it down because the person we want depend there Abuja. Because what it means is that it means say anybody we won't carry federal government enter court now, the person must come to Abuja. And there is this jurisdiction of the case. Sometimes too, they see many Nigerians now. If governor, some cases, governor will win it in their state because they are in charge of judiciary in the state.
They want
Supposed to be like that the moment the thing enter appeal, or maybe they will now need to work hard for them to be able to win that case when it goes to Supreme Court, depending on whoever is in charge. And it happened. You see, when the Fubarak crisis been start that time, most of the cases you will say don't win up for a state.
yes.
When the matter come the federal level, there are another.
No,
So
another judgment.
I just hope that judiciary will be able to stand on its own because they get separation of power. I hope that that dignity, that integrity that people they always respect about judiciary, I hope that they will be able to restore that glory. That will sound as if whatever way where politicians want them to go is where they are going. I was watching Wiki yesterday on a national TV. So many things when they talk, the body language, it will reflect the fact that maybe it be like say that they manipulate judiciary. You understand? You say, oh, this person case, I told him, and in Tampa case, you are not the one that is supposed to, you don't sleep that we don't win that case for you because we know you won election with just 300 votes and stuff like that. I paid. I use my money to arrange a legal team for him and stuff. When you
But
see
it
that kind of
this thing.
no, not paying judge now. He did not
He
say
do money for
fake
case.
judge. You understand? Say he sponsored the case. You understand? You not be wondering, waiting with the interest from Rivers to Sokoto and what have you. So if you check some of these things, it would be like say politicians they always brag, say, okay, it be like say na their pocket, na in judiciary, na in day. And it's not supposed to be like that. When it has to do, say they want to blow grammar now, they want to talk about okay and law, whatever. You'll be thinking, okay, where is our separation of power we're talking about? Because from the look of this right now, be like saying executive now be the grandfather of all the arms of government.
Even
But if you go to legislature, Nigerians are still lamenting, say, oh, now rubber stamp, then they be. So the last hope again will be judiciary. If the situation is happening like this, it be like say, it just be like saying, okay, judiciary, executive, and legislature, they are siblings. On executive, now be their
the senior
senior
brother.
brother.
So anything where
Where
drop down.
anything we talk, now the younger ones ought to pay. It's not supposed to be like that.
But even before President Oga Jonathan, we also even talk about some today, say nobody won't come invest or do anything with a country where it seems to be saying an executive, they control the judiciary. So what in this thing even speak, just like this your talk now, how will it speak for us, for the face of the world?
He not speak well. He dey really rub us so many things. On a negative note, he not speak well. And beyond what we are even seeing right now, most of those investors that I was referring to, they even know better. And na corruption they call some of these things. What will they talk about? Na corruption. Because you see somebody where they tell us, okay, they will give you a compelling amount. I will not make you to say no. And if you are not strong enough, you are not disciplined enough, you will just manipulate the entire process. And that is what is happening right now. Now, the reason why you see somebody will get one particular case in Rivers, then go and file another case to counter it in Jigawa State. So many ways of manipulating judiciary. God, they see the weak system, and every single person within inside that sector too, now Nigerians, now them be. So whatever irregularities will be they complain about in every other sector, them too as na Nigeria, and this thing, corruption is spread like virus, and the habit, not any strong system to really fight back to make sure say whoever is found wanting is dealt with.
Yes.
That has a bit. And unfortunately, the half of way many of the guys in the judicial sector they create, before you even identify, before you say, oh, you want to rectify it, they don't already commit that problem, they don't already go. If you even say you are punishing them, is it not the punishment? Is it really enough compared to the half of way that they create and the way our reputation they outside there?
So for Osun State now, what next? We just continue to just watch this.
No, I insist we can't jump into conclusion until when we hear from those people where they don't already accused on top of this matter. You understand?
Yes.
But as touching the real case where they for grant, it be like say then go continue the drama like this until when, because the governor don't already try to apply political solution to it. It no great work.
Because the
The
reason why
point
I asked
he
this,
carry them go court, he
yes,
go withdraw the case in court
yes,
for him to at least get a peaceful resolution with them. He no gree work. He went back to court. So it be like saying that judiciary go fit solve the matter.
So, because the reason why I asked this question and say, I think sometime was it last week or the last 2 weeks, even get some church will come out, say they don't they see some kind thing of say they won't pay the money to those sacked local government chairmen. Then, that's not why they ask say, what do we see in the front on top these their local government monies?
The point is pure politics, as we can see.
So you're still saying the president
led
to involve?
What lead to the suspension in the first place? Now politics. Now say okay, una conduct election illegally. We don't want una before we came on board as government, and we came on board. We sack all of you guys, and we conducted our own election, and we have chairman. You understand? That has been the bone of contention here and there, and the federal government feel like now we be the father. Now we be the grandpapa here. They use their own discretion to say, okay, we are not sending money until this and that is happened and what have you. So from the look of things, you could not say that pure politics. Unfortunately, many over there will now be suffering the pinch of whatever transpired. And this is not the first time we witness this kind of a situation. You understand? It's unfortunate. And what was the Tinubu government witnessed when it was a governor in Lagos State, and when Obasanjo was president. So you will now imagine that, okay, waiting you don't suffer when you keep against is now what is happening right now. It's unfortunate. Politician, and the reason why they always tell say, I know who breathe from for anyone.
Anybody can do anything at any time.
To reach that kind of position, they feel do otherwise. In fact, they will even do worse. I always talk about them. I remember Ganduje was among the deputy governor guys. I think it was their chairman, the chairman of deputy governors that time. Where they thought say no, we need to review our constitution, we need to do something about the way that the kind of role they are giving to deputies in Nigeria. It don't make sense, this and that. The moment he became governor, did you hear that kind of agitation again? You know, yeah. And even beyond being a governor, he was a national party chairman before he was removed lately. Did you hear that kind of agitation again? Because he don't pass that particular side, he don't leave. A case study again, Festus Keyamo. Minister of State, they legal. They know was there for almost 4 years. But he needed to agitate for him not to come back as Minister of State. Now there is now aviation minister. Has he been talking about legality of Minister of State? They talk about that. They don't already move on. Me say tomorrow, if I talk Keyamo become president tomorrow. Me saying to no people get Minister of State. That is how bad the situation is. Nobody is ready to correct some of these abnormalities. We only identify the loopholes and capitalize on it for our own favor.
Now time don't reach for you to be our winner. I don't want to make I give you too much because today is Friday. You want to win the win this Friday? Just go to the comment section of this video, especially on our YouTube. I think I will take a time maybe to check out for YouTube, or either on YouTube or on Facebook, or even on all our other platforms. With a TikTok, with a X, with a Instagram, with a Facebook, with a YouTube. Our website now www.CHRICEDRadioandTV.com. The question for today: sharp TORI. Now which time and which days? Sharp TORI on top CHRICED Radio and TV. Now which time and which days? Fastest finger to drop the information go win the money. No spoiler for me today.
May they just go to all those platforms.
All right.
In fact, okay, let me still try again. Go vex. I don't want to distress our people. You understand? And go need to pay attention to some of those stories. Sometimes you give update when you are reading one. You say, okay, the next time is so and what have you. So may them go there, may them go check them, and preferably today we will appreciate if we can get a winner from YouTube.
You don't hear exactly my mind. We will prefer to get we will appreciate them more if we get our winner from the YouTube portal. So go to YouTube now as you watch. The question again: sharp TORI. Now which time and which days? Make we see the fastest person to give us the answer and then you will be our lucky winner. And for all the other winners, them congrats, Lobia to you. Continue to spread the message, continue to spread the station so that other people fit to benefit, waiting you the benefit. And I beg, if you don't win before, allow other people win, or else we fit disqualify you. Now, before we go close mouth on top the matter, the Minister of Interior, Olubumi Tunji Ojo, don't come out now, come they give assurance to Nigerians. Them say very soon they go fit to get their passport in 7 days after application. They talk a lot about the matter and say right now, sir, if you even apply for passports, they can even print it in 24 hours, deliver it to you in a week. Say before, the machine where they get now 250 to 300 passports that they do every day. But what they get now can give 1,000 passports per hour. You get, say, so this is the first time in over 60 years where they don't centralize making of this passport. You don't need go multiple centers now. And so with this one now, we don't get a situation where if you compare to the one in US, UK, France, Russia, India, and even Bangladesh. You get, say, in about before 96 centers if you go, but now you can have a centralized place to get your passport. What does this mean for Nigerians?
Now, good news anyway. We go need to talk about some deficiencies where we show face. But for now good news.
Yeah.
And we appreciate the minister who been the talk say, okay, if you dey work, let your work, let it speak for you.
Working.
You understand? I've been talked the last time waiting be they do regarding this our prison reforms. You understand? We've been talk say they can't digitalize them, then they get data about the inmates and what have you. Right now coming to one of his responsibilities right now, unlike before where we say we get a number of interior ministers we be saying a public holiday, now they take no many of them issues of public holiday and we move. The next time you hear from them, maybe when there's a prison break, they say, oh, these are the things we need to do and what have you. But these guys seem to get more initiatives on how to handle some of these mandates where they be given for that particular office. And we also need to appreciate him for doing that. They always talk alone. You go see shortly after in talk, you go see say they put some of those things in action. And now what we've been expect in all the ministries be that. Having said that, you've been talk about centralization of this process right now. Bad. But do they really work on okay if they get downtime, how they want to take manage them when it is centralized? They also need to look into it. Then get 96 sector before. If they now say okay, everything would have to be in Abuja, the day we then get system breakdown, waiting go happen. They need to also work on that. If you talk, say, okay, now 250, then they produce before, but now within an hour, you can produce 1,000. That's good news. Meaning, in 5 hours, you can produce 5,000.
It's on a normal day, they can deliver, they can do between 4,500 to 5,000 passports daily.
So, if that is the case, I think it's a good development. It means many people, because I've been the real way they talk, say, plenty wuru the corruption today in the entire process. Now they make and they delayed. For instance, say you get many officials we're supposed to be sign at the state level or at each center level, then they deliberately delay the signing or the approval because people will need them urgently. Instead of maybe 70 or 50K, then they will charge you 200,000 naira. And they are making huge amount of naira from this. So now him saying they should not be doing the approval again, they should centralize everything. It's a good move, considering the fact that okay, to fast track the process, and considering the fact that, and even before now, I think say most of the approval what then they do, they are not printing over there. They will still need to wait and get this thing back to them. So if it's now saying okay, everything is centralized now, I hope the centralization of it will not add more burden to the process of approval too. So the target should just be okay within 7 days, and I hope say them will stick to that time where they talk say okay in 7 days, because whoever is willing to get this thing within 7 days might not go and be paying for the
emergency
200,000. Sometimes you want to apply in Kano, they say no, they don't have this thing. Go to Niger State, so go to Jigawa, go to this, rush down. You will transport yourself, even risk. Some people, they may get accidents in the course of doing this. So this move, it makes serious sense. and I hope say dem go fit sustain am the way im been promise right now. We can even improve it.
Sure.
Even let it maybe around 5 days, 3 days. You understand?
Even a day, sir.
A day.
But they are getting better.
It's not a bad idea. So I really appreciate him for that. Now, after this appreciation, another thing, another question, big question that will now be coming to your mind and mine is, if we can achieve this, if we can get a machine that will be producing 1,000 copies in an hour, so where is our national ID card? We should be asking these questions.
That's for NIMSI.
You understand? Wetin NIMSI been dey do, wetin they need to do together, wetin they need to learn from the Ministry of Interior to make sure say we get our national ID card as soon as possible.
I still get sleep.
Sleep, Nigerians get sleep. Now they've been talking about, okay, how can we integrate all the data together to make sure, so, okay, our ATM, everything about us is inside this national ID card. But the national ID card, we no see them. The only thing we'll be hearing is that they should not allow people to say they want to print for them, this and that. They should not allow people to pay. Is it because of money we are not paying? The reason why they are not delivering it efficiently? You understand?
Yes.
We need to know about this because it don't make any sense. Say Nigeria no get identity card. It don't make any sense. Now the reason why it's so easy for anybody to enter into the country and be claiming to be a Nigerian. So they need to work on it too. If it is that easy for these people to achieve this, probably because they now increase the price, Nigerians are now paying more. Then they should explain to us why we suffer, we wait till the kingdom come for us to get our national ID card.
That one I talk for another day because Kolawole don't really put plenty ideas for my mind, especially on top of all this registration, wrong data, paying to go and correct it, and plenty others. But we'll take a very good time to actually, like I talked, it's a lot of education need to be done. How to do this national ID card matter, how to even do, like I talked the other day, waiting pension, waiting tax, all these things, then are things what would a carry on give you to educate you from time to time. But Kolawole, in conclusion for today, as I let you go, in short, for the whole week, sir.
Yeah. In conclusion, for the whole week, we are hoping to probably get a breaking news of how Fubara won't take a return officially to office because show face yesterday. Because if you check throughout the week, the big story is from Rivers State.
Yes. Even today, sir, we just say make we give
them
them a little break.
We just a pipe low on top of Rivers today. And apart from that, we are hoping that whatever promise that the Minister of Interior and the Minister be talk about, then go make sure say a day actualized and with ease, Nigerians could easily get their passports. And we want other agencies to also learn from them. We get a lot to achieve with technology, not with endless number of workers. If you go and check our recurrent expenditure, how much would they take pay public service? Wetin technology supposed to do, we will know they to invest in, it go shock you because we all know that it gets uncertainty when you tap it like this. Waiting 10 people been they do before, only one person go achieve them. I think government need to also delve into this kind of things. I mean, MDAs right now, or now can they tap into this kind of situation? And waiting again, we discuss. We've been talking about
the fire
incident in
fire
Lagos.
incident,
On top of fire incident in Lagos, we want all the relevant agencies where they in charge of this kind of things to do more on education, to do more on sanctioning whoever is defiling their rules and regulations. We've not been hearing much about this. In most occasions, when they even say they do their normal check, if they come, if they discover whatever, is that they charge these people silently, they find a way of managing it, you won't hear noise about it and stuff like that. We need to do more on this so that we'll not wait till somebody die before we start making a move in the country.
Okay. But as we go, I know you don't round up. Just one last question. A lot of people have been calling, say, make them probe the 6-month emergency rule. Do you think we should just move on with our life, or truly there need to be a probing?
Yeah, it's not bad if they probe, but the truth of the matter is that the people where they're responsible to do the probing, are they ready for it? Yes.
Yes.
Are you also suggesting that they should probe the 6 months in River State? He say we advise say may they move on. You understand? Say, but if there's any need for it to be probed, they should. They will go probe now. They want to do
The State House of Assembly actually also made a motion about it. Say make the governor. You get say make the governor send list of commissioners, send budget for the rest of the year, and also begin to do process to probe wetin happen.
Point is, if you check how politics is being practiced in the country, you know, go just bother yourself on some of these things. Only when they want to deal with you, they can easily say, we'll get shocking revelations. So who is dealing with who now? It was obvious that, okay, the presidency brought this guy on board. It was obvious they gave him a mandate of what he needed to do, and he has
And
done
he
it.
say he has done it.
You understand? So the governor that is coming on board, we knew that he had already entered into conditions that may not want him to even be making noise before he came on board. So we now probe because he has the sole responsibility to do the probing if he's willing to do that. But making any move to probe right now, be like say he won't go to stand against in August. And to him, they will be like, say, oh, this boy no one hear word. That is the word. This is how I can. So they may be saying it publicly, this, that, and what have you. But Kubara, me, I'm not seeing him getting ready to come and probe anybody. If you want to do that, he say he be ready for another battle waiting for front. You understand?
Yes.
So I don't think it's necessary right now. The to move on to just avoid any unnecessary drama right now
And work for
that
the
will make the governor to concentrate and work for them.
Now, Rivers need to just relax and let the governor and everybody work for the people, because inside all of these things then we don't happen. Now the people, the ordinary Nigerians, Rivers State people gongo now be the victims. Anyway, by God's grace, next week on Monday go full with fresh things them and fresh big victories them. But if you still want win, enter for inside the comment section of this video where they go on right now for YouTube and answer which time be sharp Tori and what days on top CHRICED Radio and TV. I hope to get one very sharp winner and to win the big inside the station. They will come your way with another beautiful edition of Inside Nigeria on Monday. I beg, continue today on top the station with better program where they come for front, as well as for you to continue today. Follow us on all of our social media handles at CHRICED Radio TV. Enjoy your day and catch you next time.